race-by-race preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Paul Lally here with all of the selections, and the first race gets underway at 6:40. Well, a 2,200 metre Class 5. Class drop for Forever Glorious. Rosewood Fleetfoot extra £6 for his last start win. Carry On Smiling has the cheek pieces going on. Super Hong Kong, a two-time course and distance winner. And down the bottom, Mr. Aladdin, Pacifiers, Tongue Tie Off, Blinkers go back on, Paul, and Forever Glorious goes to the lead.
Yeah, I think let's go straight to the front. Forever Glorious. It's got the £7 claim, and drawn barrier number 4. Doesn't look like there's going to be too much competition for the lead either. Telecom Power is interesting, right? I had to look twice here over the 2,200 metres. He's stepping up from 1650. Dragon Sunrise went forward over the longer trip last time. Rosewood Fleetfoot has got the wide draw. He made that mid-race move last time. He might just have to get across there from that wide draw. Chateau Le Peace has got an inside draw. Hail to the Victors, perfect pairing, will get his chance. Mr. Aladdin will drop out, I think, with Super Hong Kong.
Here's Jack with Karis Teaton talking Rosewood Fleetfoot.
Karis, your mid-race move on Rosewood Fleetfoot well and truly paid off last time out because he absolutely bolted up.
Yeah, it was. I guess it was the right move to make on him. The previous time I rode him, I got a feel of him that he's a bit of a one-pacer. So I thought at the back of my mind going to the race last time, I thought if whatever happened, I would want to take off on him, and it worked out good. He was in great shape the last time, and great credit to Ricky and his team.
As you mentioned, the previous run before his win at Happy Valley, I can imagine the writing was somewhat on the wall from that, because that was a big effort also. Yeah, it was an amazing win. Like I said, he was knocking to win his race, and he had his opportunity last time, and he produced it. He carries £6 more on Wednesday. How do you assess his chances now up in weight?
Yeah, I think he's a big fella. I think he can carry the weight. Should not be a problem for him, especially over the trip. I don't mind for him to carry the weight. I still think he's a horse that will show a bit of more improvement. He won really good last time. What he did, it takes a horse that's pretty tough to do that, and he's done it. And you. In the Class 5 2002, you get similar horses, and the one that can stay those trips can do that. So I believe he can do it again if he have the opportunity.
And he's been tried over a mile all the way up to the 2,200 metres. Do you think this is his sweet spot now? He's found his groove at the 2,200.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's his race, and even that's his trip. He needs the race to run for him sometime. Like last time, you make the right move on him, and sometimes those races they go very slow, and you can't really make the right move because you get stuck inside, or you can't really do what you want to. So at least with him, with that draw, actually he's gonna be sort of left alone. He's not gonna be boxed in, and if the pace end up being not suitable for me, then that will be my mind to make the move that I would want to do.
That's Karis Teaton. Here is a replay now, Paul, on the all-weather, where Hail to the Victors' best form is at. Golden Fortune ran second here. Super Hong Kong won't mind switching back to the turf because he races well over 2,200 metres. Yeah,
look, that's sort of his go. He's got a wide draw, though. He's going to have to go back. This is the best run we've seen for Golden Fortune. I mean, the 2,200 metres is probably ideal for him by preferment. That's probably the really good thing. He's had 2 goes at Happy Valley, though. Hasn't done too much, but that was over the shorter trips. But, look, I was just happy to watch him here over the 22.
All right, we'll leave them there and move on to our last one, which is Telecom Power. He's always running on. He was a 1,200 metre horse and he was a 1,650 metre horse. Here he is over 1,650 last time, making ground down the outside. And he's going to get a really good run here.
He should get a good run. He just needs to relax. That's the key for him, for this horse. Yeah, it's an interesting one, stepping him right up and trip, straight from the 1,650 without, right up to the 2,200 metres. So, look, I wasn't so sure about him. I just wanted to watch him. He might over-race. That's what I was worried about.
All right, so he's not in, but who is?
Going to go with the 9 on top here. I think he's a really good chance in the race, and that's Smart Beauty. The thing with Smart Beauty is that he's a multiple winner, and he did step up to this trip last start and ran a really good third behind Rosewood Fleetfoot. He had to give him a bit of a start. So he's on top to beat Perfect Pairing, Dragon Sunrise, and then Rosewood Fleetfoot. He's just got that wide draw, so we'll see if he tries and makes a mid-race move once again. 9, 8, 10 and 3.
It's Angus Chung and Tony Cruz for Paul to win the first with the grey. Smart Beauty. Further Class 5 racing in race 2, but we come back in trip for this one. It's over the 1650. Matsu Victor dropping back from the 1800. Smart City cheek pieces off. Visor goes back on. Better draw for Zeta Force. Windicator Family's a course and distance winner off a rating of 33. Smiling Emperor comes back in trip. And the way we win in a really cheeky race last time took the favourite Family Fortune to knock him off right at the post. Paul, they led last time, so why change it?
He looks the only leader in the race. Oriental, I thought, Surprise can get into a nice position. He's up the 1650. Smart City can go forward. Spangled Fortune may have to press on from barrier number 9. Need a good ride there from Vincent Ho to get across. We've got Matsu Victor. Mega Force should land in a nice position. Back to Smiling Emperor towards the back there with Windicator Family.
Here is the way we win last time. He had plenty of them in trouble at the turn. They're all off the bit chasing him. Zeta Force makes a little tiny bit of ground, passing a couple for 9th. But we'll focus on the leader here, Paul. Can he do something similar here?
I don't think this is a strong race. This is his best opportunity to win here in Hong Kong, and he is getting right down in the ratings the way we win. He's down to this rating in 19, so he needs to win to sort of keep his career going here in Hong Kong, and wasn't far away from winning there.
He was not indeed. That is the way we win. Our second replay is Oriental Surprise, who keeps finding one to beat him, as he did here on the all-weather. Mega Force 6th. He strolled okay since Mega Force and Spangled Fortune, and Smart City was way down the track here.
He was. I think it's better back to Happy Valley for Smart City, and the visor will go on, cheek pieces off. As you say, better run from Mega Force. I thought his trial was good as well, so we'll give him a bit of a chance coming into the race as well. Orange Surprise was on the cusp there, but he'll have his fans there with Zach Purton aboard from an inside draw.
That's a Mimi, who is the horse that beats Oriental Surprise. She's an open race, this one.
It is. We'll go with the bottom one here, the way we win. I think he's got a golden opportunity to win the race. Mega Force on the back of that trial you mentioned. Smart City coming back to Happy Valley. And then Smiling Emperor. Look, he was running into the race last start. And again, as I say, it's not a strong race. 12, 5, 3, 10.
All right, down the bottom for Paul with the way we win to go one better than last time and win race number 2. Race number 3 is the first of the Class 4 races on Wednesday night. It's over the 1650, and Castle Rochester at the top of the book is on the class drop. Ivy League's 1 second up. Victor the Rapid blinkers off. Cheek pieces first time, tongue tie again. Take Action last start winner, extra £4 for it. Healthy Pony, no cheek pieces, but pacifiers go on. And Star Figure down the bottom, stepping to the 1650 metres for the first time here, Paul.
Mighty Steed's got an opportunity, I think, to get across from barrier number 12. I think Jack Purton will try and dictate the pace there. Flying Fortune can go forward. Northern Beast has drawn the inside gate. Ivy League likes to go forward in his races as well. The rest generally get back. Now, Victor the Rapid, if he does go forward, he's in danger of being trapped wide there. The blinkers will come immediately off him. Cheek pieces on and tongue tie will go on him from barrier 10. Take Action, Star Figure, even though he's up in triple, I think he'll still go back.
Take Action winning last time. He'd been threatening to do this for a while, and he was well back in the field and swoops home to win this race. More weight on his back here off the back of this victory. And the other one, Flying Fortune, was heavily punted 2 starts ago. Back that third up with a 4th in this replay here.
Yeah, look, I'm going to put Flying Fortune on my line because he's got that barrier number 2, and he was a bit of a sitting duck here on the inside, and he just got swamped late. Take Action had the perfect run and came over the top and won. Can he go back to back? I'm not so sure with him. He's only had 3 wins from 27.
He has, a member of the John Size stable, Take Action. Here is Mighty Steed, the likely leader in the race with another Zonda racing this week. Lucky Together made some ground for 4th. This is 2 starts ago for Lucky Together. He's since finished 9th behind Decision Link. Did make a little bit of late ground behind Little Paradise in the trials too.
Yeah, look, he hasn't had much luck with the draws. He was 10, 11, 12, 13. Has drawn, again, a touch awkward in barrier number 7 there. Mighty Steed looked one pace here in this race. He's got barrier 12. It's how much work he's going to do at the start. just to get across.
And our final replay is Casa Rochester. Has a 6 next to his name. He's only had 2 runs back. They have both been up in Class 3. Last time he was in this grade, he won, and Hugh Bowman, who rides him, is 1 for 1 on the horse.
Yeah, so look, there's a couple of positives here. The only little negative is he's a small horse who's going to carry the weight, but I made him the long shot this day with Casa Rochester, and I wasn't disappointed. He was sort of stuck in behind, and this race looks a lot easier for him, so we'll definitely give him an opportunity to win this one.
As we head from our lead-up replays to your top 4 for race 3.
Yeah, we'll go with him because he's basically downgraded Casa Rochester, so he's on top. Northern Beast is getting to a winnable rating as well, and he's drawn ideally in barrier number 1. His last one was a 56. He's down all the way down to 45, so I think he's going to get a good chance. Flying Fortune and Noble Pursuit there has been consistent recently. 111.58.
Top of the book for Paul in race number 3, the first leg of the early treble. Here we go for race number 4 now, and this race is over the 1,650 metres also, with Exceed the Limit placed 1 for 1 course and distance. California Moxie's on the class drop. Glorious Journey is a 2-time course and distance winner. Vivacious Wind bolted up last start, extra £10 on his back. Storm Runner has had 7 weeks between races. Best run for Colourful Gan. That last one went 4th behind Decision Link in a wider draw for Who Wrote That Song. We've got a leader, Paul, of Shooting to Top.
Yeah, look, he led last time and he's drawn wide. He's no real leader in the race, so I think he'll just push on from that barrier 11 and hopefully get to the front before the first bend. Charming Ledger can go forward. Vivacious Wind can get himself into a really nice position. Storm Runner fresh, Colourful Gan. California Moxie's been downgraded. This is the grade he does all his winning in. Glorious Journey, Exceed the Limit. And Who Wrote This Song has got a wide draw. He'll go back with Starmac, who always goes back.
Yes, he does. As we hear now from Lyle Hewitson, he's riding Exceed the Limit.
Lyle, Exceed the Limit put up a big career best since arriving at Danny Shum's stable last time out, and it looked like he powered home well for you.
Yeah, it wasn't a surprise. I actually thought there was merit to his runs. He had run well over the 1200s, and then probably just circumstantial when he went over the 14, that it might not have looked as good as on paper, but I thought there was a bit of merit in those runs. So dropping in class and going to Happy Valley, it certainly seemed to suit him. He carried weight that day, and he actually got quite a good setup. They slowed down and he got to progress on the turn, but still, you know, first time over the trip and coming wide to make his challenge. The horse that eventually beat him just sort of got the slip on him the whole way through. So I thought it was a really good run and something promising to build on.
As you mentioned, he kept on very well, but he did travel with some exuberance down the back as that pace slackened. Did you think that probably suited him?
Well, it's never going to suit when they just travel a little bit well. But like you said, that was sort of more the tempo of the race just coming out and him stepping up for the first time. So I don't think that's anything to worry about. He's quite a straightforward horse, although he's going to have to carry the big weight again and do it from an awkward barrier. So I think the tempo should be on, and he will probably be in the back half of the field, and we should see him running on strong.
He's only a 3-year-old. Of course, he was relatively exposed in New Zealand as well before coming over here. But do you get the impression that the penny's still dropping somewhat?
Yeah, I think last time showed that he's coming to hand. I feel like he did sort of hit the front in the open and just maybe run out of puff or look for a bit of competition. And that's when the eventual winner came past him. So, you know, you can just strengthen up in that respect and learn a bit more. And you know, next season I think that he could be competitive still when he's in Class 3.
That was Exceed the Limit. This is Vivacious Win last time, Paul. He'd been getting closer to a victory, and then he's come out and absolutely kicked them off the park in this.
Didn't he? He won so well. 122 pounds this day, and he just absolutely bolted in. He's got to carry 132 here. He stays in the grade, but obviously goes up towards the top of the grade. Drawn ideally in barrier number 2. So, look, if he can do this again, he'll just win. But it's whether he can put 2 together.
Official winning margin 5 lengths in that race. And here's one of your faves, California Moxie. He has the little downward arrow next to his name. So a 7th in Class 3 last time. to a 4-time course and distance winner in Class 4.
Yeah, look, I haven't put him in the last couple of starts for that reason, and there has been money for him, so I've been a little bit nervous, but he's raced well without winning. His last one was 58. He's on this 59 rating now, so he looks really well placed in this.
And he back on the California Moxie.
Yeah, we'll
win.
jump back on the train now. He's come back down, so he's on top. California Moxie to beat. Shooting to top if he can get an easy lead. Vivacious Win can sit on his back, and look, he'll start favourite. Vivacious Win, I've got no doubt. So I still think he's a big chance in the race, but I think the other two might be a bit more value. And then Exceed the Limit. We just heard from Lowell there for those reasons. 2751.
Early double for Tony Cruz for Paul with Smart Beauty in race 1 and California Moxie in race number 4. Trophy race number 5, the running of the Racing World 50th Anniversary Cup over the 1200 metres, Tactical Horizons on the class drop and first time at Happy Valley. Meowth blinkers off, visor on first time. Game Player Elite scratched on the 27th of May when he broke through the gates. Gratified, crossover noseband tongue tie off, blinkers first time. Warriors Dream's been racing well this season. Both Forza Leader and Kwai Chung Talents are going the right way. And winning now from barrier number 6, likes to go forward, but he had plenty of competition for the lead last time, Paul, and Lean Master might get him for the front here.
Yeah, there's going to be a bit of pace here because he likes to lead. Winning now likes to go forward. World Hero likes to go forward. Warriors Dreams led in the past as well, but I think he'll just let that pace go. Smart Fight will get a good run. Meowth will get his chance as well. Game Player Elite back to fourth leader now. Gratified's drawn barrier 1, but he's just got no early speed.
Here is the grey Game Player Elite. He's been in good form. He wins this race. Forza Leader's raced well since this one, but Game Player Elite, Paul, on the 29th of April, he beat Superb King. At the moment, everybody beats Superb King.
Yeah, he can't seem to win, can he, Superb King? Look, but this horse has been in really good form recently. He's been very consistent. He's won 2 of his last 3 with a placing in between. So, look, he's hard to leave out as Game Player Elite, especially from barrier number 2. I put him in, not on top, but he goes in.
Meowth is next up, and he's been racing well, both in Class 3 and obviously since coming back to Class 4 also. He ran second here behind The Air, who's been unbeatable at his last 2 starts. Luke Ferraris takes the ride, and he is a course and a distance winner.
Yeah, look, I quite like him in this race. He's drawn ideally barrier 4, should be able to posse into a good position. Blinkers off, visor goes on. It's a little bit of a tweaking of the gear there. The second was good, as you mentioned, and he was only mugged late, so I think he's a good chance in this.
And Warriors Dream's been in your selections throughout this season also. He's coming back to Happy Valley, ran 5th in this race. Brett Crawford trains him. Lyle Hewitson with the ride. His best form is at Sha Tin, but not sure he's been to Happy Valley for Brett Crawford.
No, he's had the 4 starts, and that was when he wasn't in form. So he's been in a bit of form recently. So they're having another crack here. He's drawn barrier number 3. We'll put him in because he has been quite consistent in this horse. And he did catch the eye finishing off here back on the inside there in those green and yellow colours. So he wasn't too far away.
That is Warriors Dream. So he's in the top 4, you said.
He is. He'll go in. But I like Meowth. Meowth will go on top here. So I think he can win this race. Warriors Dream. 4's a leader, as you mentioned, is going the right way. And Game Player Elite, the grey. 2794.
That is race number 5. Meowth on top for Paul for the first leg of the Triple Trio. Last of the Class 4 races is race number 6, and this is how it looks with the Spirit of Peace at the top of the book, a better draw. Denica's Choice, extra £4 for a senior rider. Good Luck Happy's place 2 from 3 course and distance. Cloud9 has the blinkers off. Graceful Heart, best draw around bend so far. Fun Elite's now with Jamie Richards. Joy Star, the cheek pieces off, and blinkers first time on him. Paul, the speed map has the last start Class 5 winner in front.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of speed in this race. He's one of them. George and Sigma led all the way last time. Bit Superstar's got the Apprentice on, so it'll go forward. Cloud9 likes to go forward. Dropped out pretty quickly last start, though. Joy Star led in a recent trial. He's got blinkers on. Fun Elite likes to go forward in his races as well. So any one of those 5 will put pressure on each other and create a good to fast pace, I thought.
We start with George and Sigma, who's been near enough without winning. He runs 3rd in this race behind Brown Needs Further, was 3rd behind Volcanus 2 runs ago, and 3rd behind Everluck 3 runs back. The other one to come out of this replay is Deniker's Choice, who didn't have much luck from barrier number 5, covered a bit of ground.
Covered, yeah, was wide all the way and 4 or 5 wide down the back and was the widest around the turn and stayed on really nicely with blinkers on for the first time and the blue, those blue blinkers. George and Sigma was there for a long period of the race, but as you can see, both I like the run of Deniker's Choice. Might be a bit of a price as well.
King Alloy is our next replay. Winning, didn't lead this night. We know him as a leader, but Spicy Spangle beat him for pace up front and he was able to come off the inside and win. But it's harder. It's Class 4 and it's also an extra 200 metres.
Yeah, look, he's had 8 goes in Class 4 with just 1 minor placing, so that's a bit of a worry and there is plenty of speed around him as well, King Alloy. Look, I think he'll try and lead. He didn't, as you say, Spicy Spangle let him out here, but with the light weight, I'm sure they'll try for the lead.
One more to look at. It's Good Luck Happy, who's bolted in at the trials on a rain-affected all-weather track, which hasn't been the best form guide, these wet track all-weather trials coming out of them. But he kept going. He beat Master Trillion here by 4 lengths. Haven't seen him since the 19th of February.
Yeah, look, he's got barrier 8, so if he does go forward, we've highlighted the pace in the race. It's going to be a little bit tricky for him as well. He's been placed twice from his 3 goes here at Happy Valley. Placed a couple of times in the class as well, but I was happy just to watch him in this.
Deniker's Choice with a better run?
Yeah, look, I think hopefully it'll be a good price, Deniker's Choice, and should get a better run. George and Sigma will be on that pace. Spirit of Peace has been downgraded, barrier number 3 for him, but doesn't win out of turn at Graceful Heart, as you mentioned at the start. He's got a lot better draw here, and Francis Loy still gunning for that premiership. 2, 4, 1 and 8.
Hugh Bowman, Manfred Mann for Paul to win race number 6 with the Deniker's Choice. Class 3 racing hits up race number 7 and the first of the Class 3s is over the 1,000 with horsepower. Wide draw again, he's out in barrier number 11. La Forza's won twice second up. Metro Power, the cheek pieces go back on. Red Elegance is a 4-time course and distance winner. Pegas, the crossover noseband off. Copper Core, crossover noseband on. And Robot Lucky Star has a new home. He's moved from Manfred Mann to the Mark Noonan barn, Paul.
Yeah, look, Metro Power's got really good speed over 1,000. So is Pegasus. Skycap was on the pace last time. I think these 3, if they do go forward, it might just open up a little gap there for Robot Lucky Star. Will take a good ride, but I think he could possibly slot in there. Central Bank went better last time. Copper Core's got a good draw. Blue Illusions a one-hit wonder at this stage. Horsepower together we value always get back and run on, and Bunter Baby likewise. La Forza's got a tricky draw.
Here's Angus Chung, he's riding Robot Lucky Star.
Angus, you take Robot Lucky Star for a spin when he makes his stable debut at Happy Valley on Wednesday, and you also galloped him recently. What kind of feel did he give you?
Yeah, I think very well. Mark told me the horse not really sure what he do when he gallop it, but on that day, I feel like the horse know everything he needs to know. Quite mature. Can't find any reason he's not mature yet.
And he steps back to the 1,000 metres. He has already raced over the 1,000 metres, of course. Did he give you the feeling that he's ready for that minimum trip again?
Yeah. Like in the gallop, he feel very well. Didn't broke much after work. Quite easy for him. He seems like appreciate everything. Happy horse. Yeah.
And you've got barrier 10 on Wednesday. Probably doesn't make things all that easy for you. I take it'll be a case of taking a sit towards the rear of the field and hoping a nice turn of foot comes after that.
Yeah, definitely. Barrier 10, it's a bit difficult, but I mean, every fairly 1,000 meters only one turn, so hopefully not causing me too much ground there. But the horse feeling good right now.
Angus, you've had 7 rides for Mark this season, but you've got 2 very nice ones on Wednesday. It looks like hopefully a nice partnership for you midweek.
Yeah, I appreciate him put me on and trust me. Probably I'm the lightweight rider, and then he still trusts me. Yeah, I appreciate that.
And more generally at Happy Valley, you've been going really well there this season. You must be pretty happy with how things are going at the city track for you.
Happy Valley, yeah, I got quite a few winners there. I think Happy Valley more than the Sha team. Obviously, the horses maybe a little bit better. Yeah, example, Tycoon Resources, good horse in 3 wins in Happy Valley, and Danny Shum's horse, General Redwood, recently. So, yeah, I appreciate the trainer to support me in there.
And tell us, what is it like riding at Happy Valley? Because we watch it, the tight turns, the different undulations down the back as well. What's it like as a jockey riding at the city track?
Oh, I love there. Obviously, I grew up in a city, so the environment gives me very happy there. And I got quite a lot of winners, especially the winner when I graduate. Yeah, I was in Happy Valley, so it means a lot. But it'd be tricky that track. 1,200 meters is very short, best track, and then you get a turn. So I think that distance is the hardest.
Our replay, Paul, is plenty of our regular 1,000 metre Class 3 runners at the Valley. Horsepower runs second, Central Bank fifth, and Together We Value is making late ground again. As the replay rolls, he'll get through the centre to run fourth.
Yeah, look, these horses race amongst each other. Once you get up into the higher grades, it's harder to find sort of races for them, so they normally compete against each other. As such, Together We Value, Horsepower both like coming out of this. And I thought Central Bank was a bit of an improver as well. So they all finished towards the front in that race.
And a quick look at a trial up at Chung Fa now. Le Force has had that run we've just seen under his belt. He's been to mainland China to maintain some fitness with this trial, and he's finishing third here. Skycap runs second, and the horse that wins the trial, Beauty Waves, we're going to see on the weekend.
Yeah, so he's in one of our feature races this weekend. I just don't like the way Skycap's going at the moment. I just thought his form had dropped off a little bit. Lars Force has got a tricky draw, so they were just the little concerns I had with those two horses.
And that is the replays and an interview, and now we just need your selections.
Yeah, we'll go with Robot Lucky Star. We did hear about him in the interview, so he's on top to beat Together We Value and Horsepower. Coming out of that same race with Central Bank, so all coming out of that one replay you showed. 12-4-1-8.
One start, one win for Mark Noonan for Paul, and Robot Lucky Star and Angus Chung a winning double for Paul after Smart Beauty was in the earlier selections. Race number 8 preview time now, and here we have the gates at the 1,200 metres. Symbol of Strength, course and distance winner. Jumbo Treasure likes to roll along in front. Daryl Flash has the blinkers going back on. The Air, a two-time course and distance winner. Endurance Express ran fourth at his Hong Kong debut, comes to the Valley for the first time. Ace Champion wears cheek pieces, and Do You Just comes in as number 12 to replace Super Joy and Fun, Paul. Yeah,
from barrier 10, so he might be caught a little bit wide here. Honest Witness races best when he's left alone in front. I don't think this will happen with Jumbo Treasure drawing barrier number 1. Endurance Express, now he went forward on his debut in Hong Kong, and his only start in Australia, which he won. He was on the pace as well, so he should get a nice run here in his Happy Valley debut. Ace Champion get his chance with Symbol of Strength back to Triple Fortune. Even though the blinkers have gone on Daryl Flash, I still think he'll go back.
Here's Luke Ferraris now. He's riding Young Emperor.
Luke, Young Emperor returns to the city track on Wednesday. How do you assess his chances from a nice barrier?
Obviously the good barrier's going to aid him. He's been racing well this season, consistently. He's won at the Valley before, and I think switching it up and going back to the Valley now will suit him.
As you mentioned, he won on debut at a big price with you on board last season. He's got more experience under his belt now at Sha Tin. How is he as a horse compared to then?
Well, he's definitely matured and he's strengthened up since he's been here. And his racing's been showing it. He's been sort of going up against some strong horses at Sha Tin, and I think the switch back to the Valley, keeping things fresh with him will help him.
It was only a couple of starts ago. He was bang there with Turquoise Velocity and My Mars, and you imagine that level of form put him bang there once again.
Yeah, he's a nice horse. He's got ability. He's got the nice draw. He's probably going to settle sort of 3-back defence somewhere, and he just needs the gaps to open at the right time.
Got some good pace on in the race. Well, Honest Witness and Jumbo Treasure, that looks to suit him.
Yeah, well, the more pace I think the better. Like we say, he gets back a bit, so he'll need some luck in running.
That is Luke Ferraris. This is the Air, Paul, looking to make it 3 wins in a row. He'd never gone 2 in a row before until his last 2 starts. But he's going to have to come up into Class 3 where he's been competitive but yet to win in the grade. Yeah,
that's the concern up in grade. I mean, he was 31 starts for 1 win. He's now 33 starts for 3 wins. Numerous placings, to be fair to the horse. He always looked like he was going to win multiple races. So maybe it's just taken a bit of time for him, but he had every favour here. We'll get a lead off Meowth, I think, earlier in the card, because he was in that race.
He was indeed. He runs in one of the Class 4 races. Amazing kid, symbol of strength and ace champion. He's third last turning and makes ground for third. Amazing kid. No Andre Razzani this week, so Hugh Bowman gets the ride.
He's just got this wide draw. He's in danger of being trapped wide, I thought, with Amazing Kid. I don't mind Ace Champion. He's only had the 7 starts in Hong Kong. Best runs have been here at the Valley as well. Wasn't too far away in this race, so we'll definitely give him a chance in this.
And one more to have a look at, Endurance Express. Debuted 4th in Hong Kong. He led up, he stays on. My Mars is in this race. We've also got Almighty Lightning in this race. It was just a really good, strong field, and he wasn't too far away.
No, this was his debut run, and he was leading right up until about the 200 metre mark. Stayed on here for 4th. So, look, with this run under his belt, with natural improvement, I think he can win this race. He's got barrier number 3. He can get in just behind the leader. And as you see, he stayed on nicely. So he only hit the one. I like these horses that come over unbeaten as well, because they're untapped. You don't know, unexposed is what they like to say, isn't it? So I think he's a good chance in this.
Endurance Express. Who does he beat?
Yep, so we'll put him on top Endurance Express at his second start. To beat the 9, he goes in for second ace champion. Symbol of strength, I think, will get his chance from a good draw. And then King Lotus, he'll be the one running on late. 8-9-1-6.
Endurance Express. Richard Kingscote and Ricky Yu for Paul to win race number 8. And the last at Happy Valley on Wednesday night lines up this way. It is a Class 3 and it's over 16.55 for 2s. The 2-time course and distance winner, as is Definitive. We haven't seen him since the 15th of March. Romantic Gladiator, last start winner, extra £8. Violet Star, last start winner, extra 10. Legend winner, last start winner, comes up in grade. And then we've got VQ and Class, who have struggled a bit. Class is only 1 point off a class drop. Stormy, as he always does, Paul leads.
Yeah, it was an easy one, this one. He likes to go forward. Legend winner had a horrible draw last time, but still managed to win. Romantic Gladiator led all the way last time, so that will put the pace into the race. Another World's got the £7 claim, can go forward, but maybe trapped wide. Samarkand likes to go forward. He's drawn wide as well, so we'll see where he ends up. Definitive's even led in the past, but I think he'll just let the race unfold along with 5-4-2.
Romantic Gladiator winning form, one of a few in the race with winning form, and we just saw the speed map and it looks almost the same. Stormy in front, Romantic Gladiator right behind him.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see if they can do it. And they ran pretty well here, Romantic Gladiator. He's way up in weight though. He's got to carry those extra pounds. He has got barrier number 1. Which is a good thing for him. Stormy dropped away here, but has run well in the past. And 5-4-2, you can see him running on strongly. So he'll be doing something similar as well.
Violet Star is next up. He also has winning form next to his name. Another World's been disappointing. Haven't missed him, Violet Star. Extra 10 on his back to carry this week.
Yeah, he was punted off the boards here. Now, Power Vitam, who's on his back, he's come out and run really well since. So he's really franked this form. I think he can defy the weight increase. He's drawn 12, so he'll go back anyway, Violet Star. Always showed plenty of ability, this horse, and managed to finally put it together here in this particular race. So, look, I think he'll run a bit of a cheeky race in this.
More winning form, Legend winner in our final replay. It was in Class 4. He's up outside the speed, so it is harder, but he come back into this grade with a 3 and a 1 next to his name from his 2 starts down in grade.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be surprised if he ran another good race in this horse at a decent price. I didn't mind him this night, and he did manage to get the job done. Now, the key, I think, for him is Happy Valley. You know, he says he's downgraded. He's run a 3rd and a 1st. They're both at Happy Valley. So coming to Happy Valley, lightweight up to Class 3, will give him a bit of a chance.
On top?
Yeah, we'll put him on top, Legend winner. I liked him last time. I'm going to stick with him. So we'll put him on top. Violet Star again from the back. 5-4-2, he'll be one running on. And Stormy will try and stack them up and sprint off the front. And the Cody Moe stable's in great form at the moment. 8, 6, 1 and 10.
Absolutely sizzling, that stable. Angus Chunga winning trouble for Paul, though, with Legend winner to win the last. That's been the race-by-race preview. Happy Valley starts 6:40 Wednesday night.